bit of a winter chill may be upon us, but we've got the heat coming, and it's going to be rolling in from all over the country. Hey, good Saturday morning to you, and welcome to Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, brought to you by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Racing Radio here on Outlaw Country AM 1400. I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, and thank you for joining us today. Less than a week to go now as the best of the best from across the country are set to invade the Diamond in the Desert. Yeah, we're closing in on launch for the third annual IMCA Winter Nationals, set to open up this coming Friday and Saturday, as well as the following weekend on Friday, February 14th and Saturday the 15th. Gonna be a who's who of drivers from across the nation coming into Cocopah Speedway for action in the IMCA Modifieds, the IMCA Northern Sport Mods, and in the IMCA Hobby Stocks. And coming up a little bit later on this morning's edition of Laptime Live, potentially we could be hearing from a couple of drivers today. The 2012 National Sport Modified National Champion and the man, of course, who went 3 for 3 in the Winter Nationals last year at Cocopah Speedway, Glenwood, Iowa's Jesse Sobbing, and we may also be hearing from Farmington, New Mexico's Zane DeVilbiss, driver of the 18Z Modified and the 2010 IMCA Modified National Champion. Looking forward to talking with both of those gentlemen, time permitting, this morning. Well, first, a little stage setting, if you will, to prepare for the action to come. The Winter Nationals will again serve as the grand finale to the 10-day Winter Challenge Series for the IMCA Modifieds. That event, of course, kicked off a little over a week ago at Canyon Speedway Park in Peoria. It'll be concluding its portion of the series tonight. All of the races within the series, qualifying events, among other things, for the 2014 Fast Shafts All-Star Invitational Ballot, and national, regional, and state points all at stake as well, plus bonus points awarded if the series champion comes from out of the Western region. Points will also be in play for the Sport Mods and for the IMCA Hobby Stocks 2014, marking the first year that the IMCA Hobby Stocks are parts of the Winter Nationals program. A couple of Yuma and Imperial base modifieds were over to Canyon last weekend as the challenge kicked off. Imperial's Lance Maury, Yuma's Ty Rogers, both getting in on the first 3 rounds of action that first weekend, picking up a couple of heat race wins along the way with their Peoria-based teammate Jason Knoll. And it was Knoll leading all the way in the 25-lap IMCA Modified feature that opened up the series, holding off Maury for the win with Jesse Williamson, Stephen Pfeiffer, and Tim Ward in the top 5 on that first night of competition. The next 4 nights of competition, which includes results from last night, well, it has been the Ricky Thornton Jr. show pretty much throughout, as he has now taken 4 straight races with 1 race left to go tonight. And among other features, that third night of action, early battle for the lead as Thornton came out of that pack to take the win over 16th starter Jesse Williamson, with Tim Ward, Ryan Roth, and Chris Alexowitz rounding out the top 5. Last night, again, Thornton on top. 4th win in a row ahead of Jeremy Mills, Roth, Jason Knoll, and Tim Ward. An up-and-down winter challenge so far for the defending series champion, Glenwood, Iowa's Jesse Sobbing, as noted, who, of course, swept all 3 races last year in the Winter Nationals at Cocopah Speedway. The number 99 falling prey to mechanical issues and in-race contact on more than 1 night of action. That included a blown motor last night. Now, again, that Canyon portion of the challenge will wrap up tonight, and then we get set to rev it up this coming Friday, the 3rd annual IMCA Winter Nationals at Cocopah Speedway. And who sits atop the Winter Challenge points coming into the Winter Nationals? Well, that'll be decided tonight as well. Ricky Thornton Jr., Tim Ward, Knoll, and Williamson all positioned to possibly be on top of the standings when they head for Yuma. And with all of the racing out west at the moment, the IMCA National standings as well, filled with lots of familiar names at the moment. Ryan Roth, in fact, on top of those standings, with Tim Ward in the 2 position. Brian Schultz, who is going to be competing throughout 2014 at Cocopah Speedway, sitting at the 3rd spot. Imperial's Lance Maury, 4th national point so far. Bakersfield's Larry Hood in the number 5 spot, with Steve Streeter, another regular at Cocopah Speedway from out of Madera, California, in the number 6 position. Cleghorn, Iowa's Jason Breeze in the 7 position. Chaz Baca from out out of Mesa in the number 8 spot. Sobbing from out of Iowa sitting in the 9th position, and Phoenix's Garrett Funk sitting in the number 10 position. You may note one name not mentioned in that listing at the top of the points, Thornton, who's been driving the 5M modified, owned by Phoenix's Anthony Madrid. Both drivers, of course, competitors last year when the Winter Nationals. Going to be interesting to see whether Thornton is again behind the wheel of his number 20 when the racing kicks off here in Yuma. As we noted earlier, 2014 does mark the first time that the IMCA Hobby Stocks run as parts of the Winter Nationals. And if we take a quick look at the national standings for both the IMCA Hobby Stocks as well as the Northern Sport Mods, well, it is pretty much a local show at the top of the standings, as again, racing in the rest of the country really not yet underway. So on top of the Sport Mod standings, you see Yuma's Timmy Reese, right behind him, Yuma's Josh Wood, Brawley's Shannon Mohammed, Holtville's Chris Toth, and Cody Daffern from out of Brawley rounding out that top 5. In the IMCA Hobby Stocks, Yuma's Brent Wofford on top, Brian Johnson right behind him, Craig Ebers in a two-way tie for that second spot with Johnson. Then comes Jason Beshears from right here in Yuma, and Westmoreland's Taylor Brizagella rounding out your top 5. Well, coming up next, we'll continue our look ahead to the 3rd annual IMCA Winter Nationals. The man who went 3 for 3 last year out at the Diamond in the Desert, set to join us next, Glenwood, Iowa's Jesse Sobbing, driver of the number 99 IMCA Modified. It's all coming up next here on Racing Radio, Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating.
Hiking Fossil Creek?
Yeah, if you love the great outdoors, this is the spot.
I'll say. I'm Jim from APS. Have you heard of our refrigerator recycling program?
No, what's that?
It helps the environment by keeping your old fridge out of a landfill.
Oh, really?
Yeah. APS will even haul it away for free and give you a $30 rebate.
So I get money and help the environment.
It's definitely a win-win.
You've got options. Find them all at aps.com/options. Program funded by APS customers and approved by the Arizona Corporation Commission.
Need to order stickers? SignPro can produce custom stickers with your logo or business information. Give them to your customers or label your equipment for a great professional look. That's SignPro, 783-7776, or stop by 1702 South Arizona Avenue. SignPro, where they are perfect to the letter.
You just can't do better. The SignPro sign. America comes to SignPro.
The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life will be at Desert Sun Stadium on April 26th and 27th. Hi, I'm Rebecca Larson, the event chair. I invite you to get your teams together or join a team soon, as the deadline is fast approaching. The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life is an overnight experience you'll never forget. We walked all night because cancer never sleeps. Last year, over 2,000 participants from 130 teams raised $250,000 to help find a cure for cancer. They made our Yuma, Arizona relay the biggest in the state of Arizona and New Mexico. Over 3,000 survivors came to our event, where we celebrated survivors, remembered our loved ones that we have lost, and fought back to raise funds to find a cure for cancer. For more information, visit our website at www.relayforlife.org/YumaAZ to get started today. That's relayforlife.org/YumaAZ.
CenturyLink presents the Yuma JC's 2014 Silver Spur Rodeo, February 7th through the 9th. The big week kicks off with motocross versus barrel race. Friday is Senior Day. Saturday is Tough Enough to Wear Pink and Military Appreciation Day. And Sunday is Ram Rodeo Day. The Yuma JC's Silver Spur Rodeo, celebrating 69 years at the Yuma County Fairgrounds. Gates open at noon. For ticket information, go to yumarodeo.com. Sponsored in part by CenturyLink, Liberty Motorsports, and the Mine Shaft.
Yuma Investment Group Wealth Management is offering a free educational seminar Tuesday, February 4th at 6 p.m. at the Yuma County Main Library. Learn the ins and outs of your Social Security benefits. Married or divorced, one wrong decision could reduce the amount your survivor will receive. Discover options and strategies that can help you maximize your benefits and enhance your overall financial plan. Call 329-1700 to reserve your spot today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
When you want to stay informed, all you need to do is tune in to Outlaw Country. When breaking news happens in Yuma, the Outlaw Country News Department is on top of it. News Director Jennifer Blackwell is quick to provide news information and updates to keep the community informed over the airwaves and on Facebook and Twitter. When you want Yuma news you know you can count on, keep it right here. Outlaw Country is your home for the best classic country and Yuma news with Jennifer Blackwell.
And welcome back to Racing Radio. It's Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Looking forward to the 3rd Annual IMCA Winter Nationals coming up starting this coming Friday out at the Diamond in the Desert. And joining us on the phone to talk about it now, the man who went 3 for 3 in the Winter Nationals last year at Cocopah Speedway. He hails from Glenwood, Iowa. It is Jesse Sobbing, driver of the number 99 IMCA Modified. And welcome to the show this morning, Jesse.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hey, thank you very much for taking time out of what I know is an extremely busy day for you today, racing as part of the Winter Challenge over at Canyon. And I know you guys have some work going on today.
Yeah, we got plenty of work to do. Had a little tough go of it this way. Hopefully, maybe change it around today, and for sure, hopefully change it around when we show up down there at you guys' place.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Winter Challenge experience so far? Started off, things really kind of not going your way those first couple of races. Looked like you were back on the upswing before things happened last night.
Yeah, we just had some tough luck. Got a new car tore up, got an old car tore up, blow motor. Just not a good start.
One of those one thing after the other deals. Well, we'll hope that luck turns tonight. Jesse, let's talk about your 2013 season here for just a second. You got it kicked off in a big way last fall at Cocopah Speedway. That launched you into a lot of success throughout the 2013 season, and ultimately you wound up second in the national standings, just 1 point out of taking that national title. Can you kind of take us through what kind of a whirlwind 2013 was like?
I mean, we started out trying to our goal was to win Rookie of the Year, and that was going very well by July. I would say we had that pretty much sewed up. And then it looked like we maybe had a shot at the national deal, and just, like I said, just come up an inch too short, I guess. Won a lot of races, just could have won one more, and that would have finalized it, but it didn't happen.
After that same sort of lofty goal for 2014?
Would have started racing hard, and you can't really look at that stuff till midsummer. I mean, you know you need to win races. That's what wins national titles and championships and so on. But just gotta start out, just do what you can do and see where it falls out.
Jesse, you were one of the ones who really brought the crate motor to the fore in the ranks of the A-mods, experimenting a little bit with the open motor now, though, too.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine thought I should try it, just see what it was all about, and maybe it would help me with my other program, too, for setup and stuff. I mean, I'm pretty simple with setup. Get a car close and don't mess with it. But yeah, I mean, the open motor was going just fine. Like I said, I just had plenty of bad luck.
Well, one thing about going back and forth between the open and the crate, you mentioned car setup there, and that's paramount no matter what.
Yeah, you got. I mean, either way, you got to have the car set up right, and you got to drive it. I mean, everybody kind of complains about the crate motors that, oh man, you just put one in and hold it to the floor. Well, now, okay, let's say everybody has one. Everybody isn't going to go out and win the same race, so still got to have it roll in the right direction.
Seeing much of an impact at all from the drop of the rear spoiler height by 1 inch on the crate motor package?
I haven't noticed any difference with it. I mean, maybe somebody better than me can say they've noticed something, but I'm going to say it's not an issue at all.
Well, looking forward to the Winter Nationals here at Cocopah Speedway. Do you come in, with a certain set of expectations based on what you were able to do here last year?
No. I mean, I'm just I try to win every race I show up to, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I'm looking forward to being down there. It's a good environment, nice facility. Everybody's usually pretty nice people down there. Maybe it'll bring me a little better mojo or something.
No, there are a lot of people who help to make possible your racing throughout the year. Would you like to talk about them at all this morning?
Yeah, I mean, last year, started the year, I picked up a huge, awesome sponsor, the Home Pride. They're out of Omaha, Nebraska. I mean, just huge roofing, siding, gutters company. Just the guy who raced himself, and he's been a huge part of me moving into A-Mods, I guess we'll say. And I run jet racing chassis, and those guys are always really good about helping me out. And Dylan Smith, he comes down there and races. Those guys, we work together with shocks and stuff like that. It's a pretty good deal.
Well, Jesse, we appreciate, again, you taking the time out of a very, very busy morning as you get set for racing tonight at Canyon. Best of luck to you tonight at Canyon, and certainly looking forward to seeing you here in the Yuma area this coming week.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, and again, best to you tonight. That one more time, Jesse Sobbing, driver of the number 99 IMCA Modified from out of Glenwood, Iowa, the 2012 Sport Modified National Champion. He was second in the A Modified points for 2013, just one of many competitors who we are looking forward to seeing invade the 3/8 mile Cocopah Speedway Oval for the third annual IMCA Winter Nationals, which again kick off this coming Friday out at the Diamond in the Desert. Hey, we've got more coming up on this edition of Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live. Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.
The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life will be at Desert Sun Stadium on April 26th and 27th. Hi, I'm Rebecca Larson, the event chair. I invite you to get your teams together or join a team soon as the deadline is fast approaching. The American Cancer Society's Relay for Life is an overnight experience you'll never forget. So we walked all night because cancer never sleeps. Last year, over 2,000 participants from 130 teams raised $250,000 to help find a cure for cancer. They made our Yuma, Arizona relay the biggest in the state of Arizona and New Mexico. Over 3,000 survivors came to our event where we celebrated survivors, remembered our loved ones that we have lost, and fought back to raise funds to find a cure for cancer. For more information, visit our website at www.relayforlife.org/YumaAZ to get started today. That's relayforlife.org/YumaAZ.
The Yuma Police Department averages 40 vehicle versus pedestrian accidents a year. That's 40 too many.
We ask the driver to drive aware, the pedestrian to walk with care. Because the moment you're not aware of your surroundings could be your last moment.
Drive aware, walk with care.
What exactly is a public nuisance? Well, that may differ a little from person to person. Some people might say it's a front yard full of weeds 3 feet high. Some people might see 3 feet weeds and think, what a beautiful expression of Mother Nature. Some people might say it's a 74 burnt orange Mercury Bobcat on blocks in a driveway with visible rust and a back fender that's only this much off the ground. Some might see that Bobcat and think, what an interesting weekend hobby that person has. All right, so there's differences of opinion. But when you absolutely, positively can't stand the sight of something 1 minute longer, such as excessive storage of junk or a housing code violation, or you're concerned there's a condition that could spread over to your property, then it might be time for a call to the Public Nuisance Hotline, also known as the Anti-Ugly Ordinance Hotline. That number is 373-4515. 373-4515. Call it, and we'll have one of our code enforcement officers check it out. 373-4515. The City of Yuma Anti-Ugly Ordinance Hotline. 373-4515.
Crossroads Crossroads Mission serves over 300 meals a day, and they're running low on many food items. There are days when Crossroads doesn't have enough meat, bread, or milk to feed those who come to them for help. Their wish list includes chicken, pork, roast beef, turkey, ground beef, tuna, eggs, and milk. Please drop off items at the Crossroads Kitchen, 944 South Arizona Avenue. If you'd like to organize a food drive, please call Barbara Rochester at 580-4482. Community Matters to Z93 at Outlaw Country.
If your toddler falls in the pool, you think you'll hear this. But what you'll really hear is this. It happens quickly and silently. About 260 children younger than 5 drown in pools each year. That's about one nursery school class each month. Put a fence around your pool. Place an alarm on doors leading to the pool area. For more pool safety tips, visit the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission website at cpsc.gov.
And welcome back to Racing Radio. It's Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating here on Outlaw Country, AM 1400. Once again, I'm your host, Mike Stanhope, and unfortunately not able to get the phone lash up working this morning with Zane DeVilbiss, Farmington, New Mexico, the 2010 IMCA Modified National Champion. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk with him during the week ahead and bring that to you next Saturday here on Cocopah Speedway's Laptime Live. Hey, we do have on phone with us this morning Cocopah Speedway's Director of Operations, Greg Burgess. And Greg, you taking the deep breath at this point as we are getting really, really close?
Hey, Mike, it's going well. We had our pre-event staff meeting last night. We're all ready to go.
Hearing about lots and lots of great names set to come in for the 4 nights of action over the 2 weekends during the 3rd annual IMCA Winter Nationals, and I know that's got to be oh so pleasing to you.
It's great. I love this event. Probably my favorite event of the year, and you're exactly right. I think we'll have multiple national champions here next weekend. And it's going to be a great show.
In terms of preparing for a show like this, Greg, I mentioned, have you taken that deep breath yet? It is amazing the scope of what goes into something like this.
It's funny you say that. I'm looking out the windows of the office here, and the guys are putting a fresh coat of paint on the walls today, the wall around the track, that is, and been hard at work here since the last event was over, which was, 2 weeks ago now. And we've got another full week of work here and want the place to look good and be fully prepared when everybody gets here.
Want to look ahead just a little bit as well. The Winter Nationals always brings a couple of other special events as well. One of those will be the Fan Fest, which is going to be coming up this year on the Speedway grounds, and that'll be in that week between the 2 race weekends.
Yeah, kind of a new format, having, of course, back-to-back weekends of the Winter Nationals, and so we thought, let's move the Fan Fest to one of the nights between when there's nothing going on, where everybody's looking for something to do. Be a great chance for the racers to kick back and relax and show off their cars, and a great chance for the fans to come out midweek and get a look at our beautiful facility here and spend some time with the drivers that are going to be putting on the great show for them for 4 straight nights.
I love the meet and greet and the interaction between the drivers and the race fans, because there's literally not a question you can ask those guys that they won't have a good answer for.
No, they're really good with the fans, all of them. It doesn't matter where they're from. They can be from here or anywhere. Racers love visiting with fans, and it's really a great way to pick out who you want to cheer for. It doesn't have to be just one person, but I've spent many years in the grandstands, and one of my favorite things to do was meet drivers, and we developed a lot of relationships and a lot of sponsorships went to drivers because of meet and greet. So I think it's a great deal all the way around, and I hope everybody will come out and support it and enjoy it with me.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to that, looking forward most of all to the racing that's going to take place over 4 great nights starting next Friday and Saturday. No, you got lots going on as well, Greg, so we bid you good morning, and we will talk again soon.
I appreciate being on with you this morning, Mike, and I want to encourage everybody to come out starting next Friday night. Come enjoy Friday and Saturday with us, and then, of course, the Fan Fest. We'd love to see people there, and again on Friday and Saturday that weekend as well. Thank you.
All right, a good morning to you. That again, Director of Operations at Cocopah Speedway, Greg Burgess, as we close in on launch for the 3rd annual IMCA Winter Nationals at Cocopah Speedway. Again, first race of the 4 great nights of race action this coming Friday. We will follow it up Saturday, and then 2 more races the following weekend. And, of course, the Winter Nationals at Cocopah Speedway are just one of the many exciting options offered up out at the complex of facilities, which includes the Speedway and Cocopah Casino. And on the phone with us now to tell us more about those options, good morning to you, Anna Corpus.
Good morning, Speedway fans. It's a busy weekend for Cocopah Enterprises. Tonight, Wild River is showing UFC 169. Come watch the action as the California Kid battles the Baron. A fun fact about Wild River, they have more than 20 42-inch flat-screen TVs in the bar, so you'll catch every angle of that fight. And I know many of you have football on your mind, and both Wild River and Cocopah Casino have you covered. Wild River opens its doors at 11 a.m. on Sunday. Specials include $25 for a pitcher of Bud Light, plus 1 large 1-topping pizza and a dozen wings. Or what about $1 draft Bud Lights or $1 3 olive shooters during halftime only? Across the parking lot at the casino, there's a super bash inside the River Room. There will be cash prize drawings throughout the game and a $500 giveaway right after the game. Admission is $15 for Cash Club members and $20 for non-Cash Club members, and that will get you the Tailgater buffet of pulled pork, wings, ribs, burgers, sandwiches, and much more, plus $2 domestic draft and well drinks. Tickets go on sale at 2 p.m. Sunday, and doors open at 2:45. And we always have a lot going on at Cocopah Enterprises, so keep up to date by liking their Facebook pages. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Hey, thank you very much, Anna. And again, there's a world of information regarding Cocopah Speedway, Cocopah Casino, the 2014 race season, and more. Click in at cocopah.com, cocopahresort.com, and or, of course, at cocopahspeedway.com. And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter as well. And remember, when you're out at the racetrack, hey, there are ways to bring the action even closer via your smartphone or tablet with live lineups, scoring, and results. All of those applications available through cocopahspeedway.com, where you will also find options for advanced ticketing. Get them early for the 3rd annual IMCA Winter Nationals coming this Friday and Saturday, February 7th and 8th, and Friday and Saturday, the 14th and the 15th at the Diamond in the Desert. And hey, special notes on that February 14th race date, Cocopah Speedway offering a Valentine's special that night, as ladies admission will be just $5. Hey, we mentioned the FanFest Car Show and Autograph Party, which is coming on Thursday the 13th. There's also a bowling tournament that's going to be going on out at Wild River on Wednesday the 12th. Again, details on all of that and more available on cocopahspeedway.com. You can also learn more about the IMCA Winter Nationals in the special edition of Speed, which is out tomorrow, a special section in the Sunday edition of the Yuma Sun. Everything you'll need to know about the big 4 days of racing that are coming to Cocopah Speedway. Again, that is in Speed. Be looking for it tomorrow in the Yuma Sun. You've been listening to Laptime Live, presented by Cocopah Casino and by 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating. Back with more next Saturday morning, 11 a.m. here on Outlaw Country AM 1400.